Happy Wednesday. So yeah, I'm like, "Doof, I need to drop. There's been so much stuff coming up in the last 2 weeks, and I mean, we had 5-5 portal last week, which was really powerful. And then it was just like moving through all those energies, brand new things, like super new beginnings, and now we have like a new moon as well. And that was also, and like this new moon felt a bit like pull in and then we start again, right? So, and even this morning, because I've been avoiding sitting down for a few days to listen. Okay, so I've been chilling out the weekend because I needed to integrate all the upgrades and all the codes and all the new stuff that came in. And so, like in the back of my head, I was like, yes, I know I need to sit down and just spend half an hour with my guides just to see, because there's new stuff that wants to come in with everything that's transitioned. But I've been avoiding it because I was just not in the place, right? But when I sat down this morning, boom, huge dump. It was just like all the stuff just kind of went and things are making more sense to me now. So, but what I want to speak about today is the avoidance of the sitting and listening. Okay, it's the avoidance of the getting still and going and having that moment where you can actually get the information that you need. But it's all tied in with the deepest fears. Okay, it's all tied in with the deepest fears that we carry with ourselves, and it's all tied in with us trying to constantly avoid connecting with what we can see we are heading towards. Okay, so I know this sounds a bit freaky, but think about this. So for me, power, stepping into my power, like creating things, leading people, those are my core fears, right? They like my deepest fears. Every time I go through a transition, I work through these fears, or I work through aspects of it or elements, or I open up new parts of myself that remembers doing all these things that I'm so scared of. And then once I've done that, it's time to start the work to get in the information that is linked to that work that I'm so scared of. Okay, so my human is constantly going, oh, we've just done an upgrade. Fuck, there's new shit coming. Yolandi wants to start like creating new stuff again. Not sure I'm up for it. Okay, but my job as the conscious human is literally to go, I see myself. I need to sit down and see what is coming and what wants to be birthed into the world. And birthing is painful, right? Like it doesn't have to be. Like I've got this, like it doesn't have to be. We make it more painful than it needs to be. But it's like an old, it's like one of those things, that those patriarchal societal ideas that we hold about birthing needing to be excruciating, women screaming her head off, all that. It is not that, okay? Birthing is actually a beautiful process of us like becoming more aware into our bodies and allowing ourselves to channel whatever it is that needs to come out. So it's time to shift the narrative about birthing being painful. It's time to shift that narrative about like moving through transitions and things being painful, okay? Because the coming out of the chrysalis and like all of that internal work that is deep, and that is like really, it makes it's heart-wrenching stuff, that because we're looking at ourselves in the most vulnerable and the most naked and the most like the softest way that you can be, right? But when we're through that, then we basically we step out and we're like, fuck, I'm a butterfly again, look at me. And then the butterfly, like, she wants to go and do shit, she wants to go and like check out the flowers, do things. I need to then get into that space of creating. Okay, so you need to start just like transition and recreation, rebirth is such an amazing experience. It is so good. And if we stop resisting it and we allow ourselves to go and sit in that moment and let the information drop in, because it's like literally it's just here and you can hear it, you can feel it, it's tangible, it's fucking tangible. Okay, so it's just like take it in and let it out. Okay, so today that's my message. Like, you've gone through this big change. We've had huge shit happening in the last, like April was like the biggest shit storm in quite a while, right? And so many things changed in you. But look at how you've stepped out. Okay, so you can stay in the old narrative of this is so hard, I don't want to do this, I'm so scared, and stay on the couch. Or you can come and play with the rest of us who are going, this is magical, and there's new shit happening, and the stuff needs to be birthed into the world. The stuff needs to be heard by people. The stuff needs to be seen by people, because it's changing lives, right? It's taking people out of fear and into the process of this whole cycle of rebirthing. Okay, so this is the important stuff. This is the awesome, beautiful, amazing things that we get to do when we connect with the creative side inside of ourselves, and we allow ourselves to flow. This is like the fun stuff. Yeah, there's always a bit of yucky, and then it's the fun stuff. So now I'm excited because I'm going, I've just seen some new shit, and I'm gonna like be doing. I don't know what's gonna happen, but I've got like a foundation today, right? So where am I going to go with that? I have no freaking idea. Does it matter? No, it doesn't, because I'm just going to allow myself to let it unfold. But I got a framework, okay? And now, like, my human's happy because she's got something again. So that's fine. So we're all good. Soul's happy, human's happy. Let's go and do this shit, okay? So make time today, make time this week. Guys, it was like I sat down for an hour, right? And in between, I was still chatting to my mates, and I'm like, and I'm just writing shit down, because everything just comes so quickly when I gave myself permission to sit down and be still. Okay. The minute I closed my eyes and I was like, let me breathe into this. And I wasn't thinking about anything else. And I was just in the moment. It just flew. It was there. Okay. So give yourself space this weekend coming, to do like half an hour of closing your eyes and feeling into whatever it is that wants to come out, because there's so much yummy stuff that wants to come out. You can just see it. Okay, so have a fantastic week. Yeah, I just like I'm thinking, do I need to tell you? No, I don't need to tell you anything else. So just like have a beautiful week, like tune into yourself and go and listen, because it's all fantastic. Okay, I'm really happy today. So I'm thinking, like, just tune into this energy, guys. It's like we're starting to build new things, and it's beautiful, because it's all for the greater good. All these beautiful new symbols and all these new energies and all this new, like, there's a whole new wave of information coming in at the minute, waiting for us to tune in and listen and bring it forth and share it with everyone else around us. That's our jobs. So it's all good. Gotta run. Love you. Have a fabulous week. And I'll pop in again next week.